Good afternoon, Dr. Jühling. It is an absolute pleasure to have you join us today for the International ORP Foundation Executive Interview Series 2025. In these interviews, we recognize leaders in occupational health and safety who have made remarkable contributions to the field. This year is particularly special as we celebrate 25th anniversary of the International ORP Foundation in Cartagena de Indias. It's a privilege to have you with us, Doctor. Here's what we have planned for the 2 days discussion. We will start by discussing how Vision Zero integrates into your organizational framework. Then we will look at the transformative role of artificial intelligence and see the challenges of the occupational health and safety for 2025. And finally, we will reflect on how global gatherings, like the anniversary of the ORP Foundation in Cartagena de Indias, Colombia, contribute to the field of occupational health and safety. Shall we begin, Dr. Jühling?
Yeah, thank you for the invitation, and it's a pleasure for me to answer your questions. What I want to start with Vision Zero, who was who was organization which made the Vision Zero. This was ISSA 2017. And we started with this strategy, and ISSA, so we can say, is a promoter for Vision Zero. We are not introducing this Vision Zero because we are the organization which making networks and so on. But in that case, I want to present what we received experiences in this statutory insurance where I worked before. And I have to announce or to inform that this BG where I worked, this was one of the major statutory accident insurance which was responsible for the energy, electrical, engineering, textile, and media industry in Germany. And I retired 3.5 months ago, but nevertheless, I was there for 18 years as the head of the prevention department. And I want to like to start by mentioning that our legal mandate is what we have in Germany is was always to prevent every accident and occupational disease. Nevertheless, in earlier years, there was an acceptance that a certain number of accidents supposedly could not be prevented. And this is exactly where the new Vision Zero strategy comes into play. Every accident and occupational disease has a cause and can be prevented. We have also aligned our prevention department accordingly. And after all, prevention is the largest department, accounting for more than a third of all employees in our accident insurance in Germany. The effectiveness of Vision Zero strategy is also demonstrated by the continuing reduction in the number of accidents registered by us in Germany.
Thank you so much for providing us with some context. Let us now proceed with the first question. As a president of the Special Commission on Prevention and Electricity Section, how does the ISSA organization integrate the Vision Zero strategy into its operational framework?
The ISSA is, how I informed you, is also a promoter for this. But I received so many experience during my work in the prevention department of the PGM. That's why I want to explain what we had done there. And I can inform that in this PG where I worked, this insurance, this was the first accident insurance in Germany which developed and fully integrated an artificial intelligence project into its prevention work. And it is important to realize that statutory accident insurance in Germany consists of two important areas: rehabilitation compensation and prevention. And extensive data from these departments of rehabilitation compensation is therefore collected on every specific accidents and diseases. And with this data is now used to develop forecasts for the future development of accident rates. And we can assign these probabilities to the respective companies insured by us. And the inspectors use this data as a decision-making tool to visit conspicuous companies more frequently during their supervisory activities. And especially we have also introduced this in our IT system for a small company now with up to 10 employees since 2023. And this can demonstrate effective reduction in the number of accidents for these small companies. And this was a pilot project with the small electric companies where we started 5 years ago. And we were even able to achieve a reduction of up to 30% in the number of conspicuous companies. And I think that's a great result after all.
Thank you for your response. These achievements are impressive. So going further, as technology is advancing rapidly across the industry and artificial intelligence is no exception, in your view, how can artificial intelligence contribute to the Vision Zero goal of a world without occupational accidents and diseases?
I think this is only one step, and we have to continue with that. I spoke about the small and medium companies. I think bigger companies, for these, it is easier to make their own system, but smaller companies need this help from insurances or governmental bodies. And now we have to introduce it also in other countries, in other companies, because we are living in the global world, and all these products what we import from other countries, I think we want that these also produced in a safer manner. Yeah, this is our intention, and this is our global objective to uh, implement the Vision Zero strategy all over the world.
For sure. And are there any particular artificial intelligence-driven tools or approaches you consider game changers?
Yeah, we are now starting with a special commission for preparing yeah, like a chat GPT product where we can make our um, um, own vocabulary and definitions for safety and health for the companies. And we have no limits by languages, because with AI we have so many support for these problems what we had some years ago. Now we can start with one language, and without other tools we can use the same program for these new developments.
Wow, artificial intelligence seems to be revolutionizing the field. So let us move to another question. And what do you consider the biggest challenges in the field of occupational health and safety in 2025?
I think we can assume that the global economic challenges will increase significantly again in 2025. The economic pressure on an export-dependent country like Germany will increase significantly. Prevention in companies must continue to take center place here. Another issue, I think, is the lack of skilled professionals in sufficient knowledge of specialized subjects or languages has always been a risk factor. And I see these two issues as the biggest challenges. And so I think artificial intelligence will help us to solve some of these problems, but it is not all.
Thank you. Your perspective on prevention culture is compelling. How do you think organizations can foster this at every level?
I think we have made so many products and tools by ISSA, and if they are using these, I think they have they can spring the first step, and so they have to develop their own way, because only the bases are the same, and it is important to make a strategy for their own company.
Thank you so much for sharing your opinion. And as we shift gears, I would like to turn our attention to the global arena and the role of collaborative efforts in shaping the future workplace health and safety. As we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the International ORP Foundation in the Cartagena de Indias, Colombia, how do you think global gatherings like these are advancing the field of occupational health and safety?
I know the international ORP conferences in Cartagena, the Indias, as well as other events organized by ORP, to be very successful and exceptionally well organized events at a high scientific level. And the special thing is that not only representatives of from Latin America, but also many experts from other continents are present. And for me, as president of the ISSA Special Commission on Prevention, these are important factors in our work to implement Vision Zero strategy worldwide. The conversation one person to the other, personal meetings, these are also very important in the future. And I wish the best for the 25th anniversary. Looked forward to the conference in Cartagena de Indias and hope for many more interesting encounters with the ORP.
Thank you. And are there particular initiatives or outcomes you're hoping for this year?
Um, of course, we have planned to participate in different international conferences. One is the World Exhibition in Osaka, which is also co-organized by ORP with their help. And we are preparing now a special program from different ISSA experts there. And another important thing for our electricity committee of ISSA, we can celebrate 55 years this year, and this is in October this year. So we have many other events which are participating or organizing by our ISSA committees or by the Special Commission.
That sounds amazing. Thank you. And thanks to our amazing audience for joining us today. Don't forget to follow our official channels for more content like this. And we are excited for the upcoming 25th anniversary of the International ORP Foundation. It is an event you don't want to miss. As we continue building a world where occupational safety is a reality for everyone, stay safe and see you soon in Cartagena de Indias, Colombia later this year.
Thank you very much, and hasta luego.